growth of the Bangalore, in an area of 740 square kilometer, in 73 we had 68% green cover, where the area under building was less than 4%. Today in 2021 or 2022, when you look at it, is about 85% of the landscape is covered with building. Too much of concretization and removal of lakes and vegetation has led to the water not infiltrating in the underlying layer. Because of this, all the water which overflow, we have the higher amount of the water. With that, we have the flooding happening in the region. Then the second thing is the lakes have been encroached, Raja colonies have been encroached. If you look at the topography of Bangalore, it had facilitated interconnected lake. Way back in 1800, we had 1,452 water bodies and 82% green cover. At that time, it met the water requirement for irrigation as well as drinking. And in addition to that, there were no flooding areas. But today, in an area of 740 square kilometer, we have 193 lakes. Most of the lake, our study shows among the 193 lakes, 92 lakes have been encroached. And 98% of the lake receives the sewage and untreated industrial effluent. So now, apart from that, Rajakalways, which connects the lake, have been encroached. So now, if you want to solve the problem of Bangalore, first and foremost thing is we need to do the planned urbanization. We need to decongest the Bangalore. We should not, that means some of the installation, major installation in the Bangalore, we need to shift it to the other districts in Karnataka so that other districts get the benefit. Second thing is we need to take advantage of the undulating terrain in Bangalore. We need to re-establish the interconnectivity among the lakes. Before we implement interlinking of river, let us interconnect the lakes in Bangalore so that our children don't face the problem of the flood, etc. So, and the third thing is unnecessary wastage of money on white topping and such illogical projects should come to an end in Bangalore. So the Bangalore should be managed and planned for the citizens, not for the mafias or the decision makers who are looting the resources what we had in Bangalore. And because of that, we are facing the crisis of health and the calamities like flooding, etc. So when you look at the Bangalore, Bangalore receives a rainfall of 700 to 850 millimeter, which means we have a 15 TMC of water. Now, the Bangalore requires 18 TMC of water for the domestic purpose. That means 70% of the water required for the Bangalorean is available in the form of rainwater. The best option for to meet the water demand of the Bangalore is the rainwater harvesting. If we do the rainwater harvesting, we need to do the rejuvenation of the lake. So when we do the rejuvenation of the lake, we can retain this 15 TMC of water in addition to the route of harvesting. So when we retain that rainwater in the lake, the rejuvenated lake, the groundwater also gets recharged. 45% of Bangalorean depends on groundwater. Groundwater table is depleting. We need to do this on priority. Second thing is when we are using 18 TMC of water, we are also generating 18 TMC of wastewater. The option is to treat that wastewater based on the nature-based principles like having a constructed wetland and algal pond. We implemented that at a place, the Jakkur Lake, and we monitored it for the last 10 years. It was done, the lake rejuvenation was done by the BDA, and I was in the committee, and we integrated the constructed wetland along with the secondary treatment plant so that both the chemical ion and nutrients are removed. For the last 10 years, we have monitored that the lake and surrounding wells, neither the lake nor the surrounding wells have a nitrate. That means this technology is working. That means we can treat the 18 TMs of wastewater. If we do that, we have 16 TMs of treated water. That means Bangalore has 15 plus 16 TMC, 31 TMC. So in this context, we should not go in for a illogical projects like Mekedatu. Now, when you look at Mekedatu project, we are spending about 5,000 plus crores of rupees, and we are submerging a 5,000 hectares of forest. If you look at the hydrological services provided by the forest in Mekedatu, it amounts to about 100 TMC of water. It was infiltrating the water equivalent to 100 TMC. So, but if we are submerging the forest, which is worth 100 TMC of water, and wasting the 5,800 crore to build a dam which can store 65 TMC, it shows that how impractical we are and how much the greedy our population is. And if you look at the ecosystem services provided by the forests in the Mekedatu, the provisioning, regulating, cultural services, I have done the natural capital accounting and valuation ecosystem services in Karnataka for the forest ecosystem and the wetland ecosystem. It amounts to 100 billion rupees. So now you are going to spoil the forest of 100 billion rupees and loot the 5,000 crores in the name of development. I would say we need to wake up and we should put a stop to this kind of illogical project, which can happen now. Because people in Bangalore and in Karnataka have woken up. We will not allow the Bangalore to suffer like this. So I think the politicians have to take a message from this. When I interact with the local people, every person is aware of the lake mismanagement as well as the projects like white topping and the make it out to etc.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more interesting updates.